swerved and ended up hitting this, and his airbag went off, and so now he's kind of a little out of it, and that's my car, and I just kind of slammed on the brakes. I didn't see anything that happened. I have absolutely no idea.
Okay. Let me talk to him real quick. What's his name?
George Kruse.
George Kruse? Okay.
Did somebody call you?
Yeah. The whole neighborhood. I'm working the special detail in here, and everybody keeps driving up to me.
Oh,
so,
really?
yeah. So, where's he at?
Hey, babe, how you feeling?
Let me come around to that other side and talk to him. Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Can you tell me what happened?
I was coming through the gate and somebody cut me off and blew right past me, and I tried to hit my brakes and curve around them and just cut a curb.
Okay. So you're saying that somebody was going around you?
Somebody cut. Our whole road's being ripped up, so they try to curve around me. So I hit my brakes and I just swerved over here.
Okay. All right. Why's your shirt wet? What's going on with your shirt?
Is it sweat?
It's a sweat.
From the airbag?
The airbag just.
Well, the airbag doesn't have water in it, so.
It doesn't have water. Why is there water?
Because I'm stressed.
Stress. Okay. All right. We got EMS coming to check you out. Okay. All right. So just stay in the car for me. Do you have your license on you?
Do you need EMS?
I don't need EMS.
Well, we'll have them at least come check you out. The airbag deployment and stuff like that, you want to have them at least looked at.
I live a half mile from this house.
Okay. All right, just hang out for me, okay? I'll be back with you in a second.
735
okay.
08598. 08598. How long do I go,
Hey, vehicle versus tree, single vehicle, no other property damage. The driver is impaired of something. However, he was not in the vehicle when I got on scene. He was in his wife's vehicle.
Do we have any wheel witness or calling out on scene?
No, 54. Nobody stayed. So we have no independent witness. I just wanted to run it by you guys and be sure that we weren't going to do anything with it. All right, 10-4. I'll get a patrol unit to come work the crash.
Just for further, EMS will not be 51 with just airbag deployment and no confirmed injuries.
All right, 10-4.
Just for further, EMS will not be 51 with just airbag deployment and no confirmed injuries.
All right, 10-4.
952.
Does he have his license on him?
Yes.
Can I get that from
get his
Number,
license.
go ahead.
Yes. Give your license, please.
My name is Nick Height. We are in Charles, Hall, Ida.
There you go.
Thank you.
First name Jessica, John,
Are you still the Daisy Place address?
Yes. Yes. In fact, our daughter just drove by with
2891.
her soccer teammate, and she got all freaked out.
Go ahead and call a tow truck. Start getting that on the way.
Okay. Can I bring him home so he can settle down, and then he'll handle this tow truck situation? We're right here on Daisy. This is Daisy.
What do you mean? Like you're gonna drop him off at home and then?
And then he can go home with my daughter. Just drove by
Okay.
with her soccer teammate.
Yep, that's
so
fine.
Can I drop him off with her?
Yeah, that's fine.
I can handle this?
Yep.
Thank you, sir. I'll be right back. You want my license?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Are you? The dude freaking crashed into a tree.
Dude, did you miss the road?
No, he's drunk.
Just
Can't do a DUI because nobody can put him behind the wheel. When I got here, he was in his wife's car.
Oh my god.
He's a very. Are you here to work the crash?
No, I'm going to work. I'm going to be late to that.
Oh, that's right. You're on the island.
Hey,
I forgot about that.
Don't let me piss this guy off.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Hey, man, you too. I'm glad you're out there.
All right.
Sure, that's relaxing. Dude, he did. He just missed this fucking tree. I'm trying to figure out if he. What's up, man? If it would have happened about 15 minutes sooner, I'd have worked it for you. I'm trying to go home. I'm here till 8. I'm trying to look and see how this went down. She's lying. That's his driver's license and his registration. I don't have the insurance. This is probably her coming back up, the wife.
Okay.
She went and dropped him off at home. He's intoxicated, but when I got here, he was out of the car, in her car, and then there was nobody that stopped to say that they saw him in the car. He's admitting to being in the car and driving. She's admitted to him being in the car and driving, but it is what it is. Single vehicle accident, no property damage or anything like that. He is a county commissioner, FYI. So that's why she's going to be very political with you, very polite, so just take it for a grain of salt. He was obviously drinking. He's got a LaCroix in the front seat. He couldn't explain to me how his shirt got wet. Well, it's because he had a LaCroix in his hand when he freaking crashed into a tree, probably. So that just tells you more so that he's intoxicated. She's working on getting a tow truck here. If you just scratch out a freaking single vehicle crash deal, she can wait for the tow truck. You wouldn't have to wait for it being off the roadway. I was just trying to look at as I was trying to see where the tires went. But it looks like he just missed this tree. It looks like he came up here somewhere. I can't tell where he came up on the curb at. Oh, it must have been right there. There it is. Yep. So, and then you got the two down there that's the tires chirping, and then he made it up onto the curb and smacked into the tree. Her story is she was driving behind him, and his story after the fact is that somebody cut him off. They pulled around him. She said somebody just cut him off. He said that somebody came around him and cut him off, to pass him, and he lost control of the car because the way the road is. Which, if you were doing the proper speed, he wouldn't have that much crush damage on his foot. So that's just my traffic investigation crap. But it's just easy, simple single vehicle crash. You need anything from me? All right.
Representative. I love that everything is technological nowadays. Yes, live agent, please. Thank you.
Okay. This deputy's going to do a traffic crash, single vehicle. You understand your husband could go to jail for intoxicated driving, so you need to just talk to him about that. He's obviously impaired. It's obvious. This kind of crush depth for this kind of crash, he was not doing the speed limit that this road requires. If he's saying that somebody went around him...
I will say, though, that this asphalt has been a complete shit show.
Oh, I agree.
And if you get one wrong swerve, it can cause you to go, and people are
to a degree. If you're driving the
Understood.
speed limit that he should have been driving, that would not have been the case. You can hold control of your vehicle. It's not that slippery. I've driven up and down this road for the last 4 hours, okay, at the posted speed limit, and I've had no issues controlling my vehicle.
Hello?
okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hang on one second.
So just be mindful of that. I know who your husband is, okay, and this could have turned out very badly, and he just needs to be more cognizant of that.
Yes.
All right, whether or not somebody cut him off or not, we'll take that with a grain of salt. But the speed that he was driving was not the speed limit. It was well over the speed limit because there's over 2.5 feet worth of crush damage on this tree. This truck only weighs about 6,000 pounds. I'm a trained traffic investigator. That kind of crush depth would not have happened if he was only traveling at 25 miles an hour. Okay? So, just, there's no reason why he should have been driving, especially if you were right behind him. I mean, you guys are very aware of how this law works. You're very smart people, there's no reason he should have been driving. You guys have to be mindful of that, because then our hands are tied, and then we have to make phone calls, and other people have to be involved, and it's just it puts everybody into a really crappy scenario, and I don't want to be there. The benefit here is that nobody out of the 7 people that stopped and told me about this, nobody stayed to say he was in that car. Had that been the case, my traffic units would have been here, worked the crash, worked the DUI, and he would have gone to jail, because he was obviously impaired. Nobody that's driving a car that has all their faculties about them wouldn't know where the water came from on his truck, on his shirt. It's because he had a drink in his hand, and when he crashed, the drink went all over him. And an airbag, this crash in and of itself, and the airbag wouldn't put somebody into that big of a loop that he didn't know what happened, and it's because he's intoxicated. So please, please, please have a very candid conversation with him about it, that this could have been very, very bad for him.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't appreciate being not given factual points about what happened.
I've never been in this situation.
I know, and that's why I'm telling you. The way to get out of this situation is nobody drives. We have Uber, we have Lyft, we have places that'll pick up your car and tow it for free. You're with him. I imagine you were with him.
I was a couple minutes behind him.
Okay, so.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Just
you.
please. I don't ever want to have to do this to a public official at all. Okay. All right. He's gonna do the crash. It should be fairly quick. He probably won't stay. You'll just have to stay and wait for the tow truck to get here and pull the car off.
Yep.
There's no property damage or anything, so Greyhawk doesn't even have to be involved. So it should just be you and your insurance at this point. Okay? Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Be careful. Thank you.
GR 73 somebody.
Or so 198.
GR 73 somebody.